Take the money and run. But before you do, you gotta pay your taxes. 6:52. Welcome back to Breakfast Television, my darlings. Our favorite financial expert, Brenda Shanahan, is joining us live this morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Joanne.
All right, Brenda, let's get into it. Tax time. T-Day. T-Day is fast approaching, and Elias was talking to us about this this bug on the government tax site called Heartbleed. Okay, so it's affecting our capabilities of filing on time, or does that mean I don't have to pay taxes?
No, it doesn't. You don't get a free pass on your taxes, Joanne. I'm sorry to report that to you. But really, I'm confident when I hear the Canada Revenue Agency being proactive in taking the online filing offline until they get a fix for this.
So as it stands, though, right now, we can't file online.
You cannot file, so they'll give us an advice. They'll tell us when we are able to file online. And in the meantime, I mean, still early yet because the deadline is only the 30th of April. So people have plenty of time to actually prepare their taxes and just have them waiting online until the CRA says, okay, now you can file. And the same thing for Revenue Quebec, of course. So I'm not worried about that.
But they did say that if it's not ready by the end of April, they know there's going to be no penalty for late filing.
Yeah, definitely. And we've actually seen that in the early years of e-filing when there were just the usual kind of difficulties with the software and so on, that they would allow us a few days of grace. Exactly. So there won't be any penalties.
You still have to pay, though. Okay, let's get to it, though. Since everyone's getting ready for this, myself included, I'm always wondering about doing it yourself or going to see an accountant. The thought of doing it myself makes me want to rip my hair out and run down the street screaming. You're saying what about learning how to do it yourself?
Well, Joanne, you see, as a financial educator,
Yes.
I'm a big believer in taking control of your finances, and one way of doing that is actually doing your taxes. Now, if you're not confident actually completing all the reporting yourself, at least doing what we've talked about before, which is organizing your tax material and so on. But really and truly, for most people who have, a salaried income, so that T4.
Very simple.
Very simple, an RSP contribution, maybe a few medical, maybe a few charitable donations, whatever. They can do their taxes themselves. We all used to do our taxes ourselves.
That is very true. But it's daunting because you think like, okay, well, I had a contract here and I'm doing like, if it's not straightforward, at least go see an accountant.
Now you're bringing up a very good situation. So people who are business for self, okay, who have a business, they may have other extenuating circumstances as well. They may have a disability, they may have business losses, that kind of thing. Then it is a very good idea to see an accountant, of course, because you need that professional advice.
All right, I want to ask you about all these sites. You know, there's all these ads now because we're getting ready for tax season and they're saying, do your taxes online, and there's all these new websites that have popped up. I just asked you during the break, I said, how safe can they be if the government's having trouble with Heartbleed? So what do you make of these sites? Should we be going to consult them, to use them? What are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, accounting firms are using tax software. So it's not like tax software is something that is sort of out there.
So that's what your accountant is using.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, because it makes sense. Because yes, we love the, big cow. There, I've got them right here. Yeah, you can do it all yourself, with pencil and paper and so on. But the software does a marvelous job of optimizing our tax options, doing the transfers, that kind of thing. And you're holding on to that, Joanna. I'm not going to be able to take that away from you.
I love it. But so trust the tax sites.
Well, trust the tax sites. You see, already they've invested a lot of money in the security and in the the algorithms, everything that they have there. They're tested constantly, and the Canada Revenue Agency actually approves that the tax software companies, they approve them. So
all right, according to my calculations, Brenda, we've run out of time.
Oh, we have.
But we'll see you very soon. Thank you for calming me psychologically, and as well the people at home. Brenda Shanahan, always a pleasure. Love the giant calculator. Stay tuned. You're watching Breakfast Television only on City.